Paggising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/pinsan, Justin Guteng. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bonifacio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Bonnie lang yung tawag sa akin, Bonnie. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun.
Double round robin, Final Four set up ang NCAA. Pero ngayon, on a condensed season, single round robin, top 2 teams will qualify automatically to the Final Four. The number 3 and number 4 seed will duke it out for that third spot in the Final Four. The loser of that game will be facing the winner of the number 5 and number 6 for a play-in game to qualify in the Final Four. And then, the number 1 will be facing the winner nung huling matchup natin. And the number 2 and number 3 will go head-to-head with the top 2 seeds, again having that twice-to-beat advantage. And fine print natin, even if there's a sweep, wala tayong ibibigay na kahit na anong pandagdag dahil mahirap na ngayon twice to beat din.
O ayan ha mga kapuso, malinaw na. If you didn't catch Sir Dax Castellano earlier in the Studio of Champions na dinala natin dito sa loob ng St. Benil Gym, you heard it once again.
Kinuha ko na sa kanya kanina before the game. I had a chance to talk with Coach Dax and we really went in depth with that tournament format.
Alright, pag-usapan natin, one of the most storied teams in the history of NCAA basketball, ang Mapua University Cardinals. We talked about Coach Randy Alcantara, two-time juniors champion para sa Malayan Red Robins. Ang kanyang quest dito sa kanyang collegiate basketball coaching career is to deliver Mapua to the promised land.
At inaantay pa nila ang susunod na kampyonato after that Benny Cheng putback against San Beda in the 90s. As we see, 9-9, they missed the Final Four the last season in season 95. They were number 6 after the eliminations. Big losses, Noah Lugo, JP Nieles, Lawrence Po Victoria, who's not on the graphic, Christian Bunyag, the man on the middle. But, of course, versatility would be the prime commodity para dito sa koponan ng Mapua. You see Warren Bonifacio who bulked up. Arvin Gamboa looking like a pro, and I'm very excited about this guy, Paulo Hernandez, who's looking to break out of that nasira to dito, torn ACL, pero babalik dito si Paulo Hernandez and some very impressive rookies in Carl Brian Lakap and Ivan Santos.
Paulo Hernandez, he's big for his position, very versatile, and he's a guy who used to be a juniors finals MVP dito sa NCAA when he was playing for Coach Randy Alcantara. Ito yung kanyang mga averages during his rookie year. He's back, and let's see if the 2 years did good for him in his recovery.
Oh, definitely. When there's an injury, you could find time to strengthen that body. And I worked with this guy through his rehab sa Metafactor Rehab Center. I saw him really build that strength up on his leg. Dahil matatandaan natin, naglaro pa to sa mga professional leagues with that special license from the Games and Amusements Board. Medyo nagsuswell yung knee. Pero ngayon, he looks like he is healthy and he lost a lot of weight.
The Mapua Cardinals look like they're ready to go. And when we come back, pag-uusapan naman namin ang kanilang makakalaban today, ang EAC Generals. Ayan na po, getting ready. This is our coverage of NCAA Season 97 Stronger Together. Buo ang puso dito lang sa GTV. Keeping it good.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Gutang. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
On the biggest TV network in the country, GMA, via GTV. Anton Rojas alongside Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. The EAC Generals are ready to go to war. And we're so excited to see yung mga bagong players nitong si Coach Oliver Bunye.
Of course, they lost their shooter, Jethro Mendoza, but holdovers JC Luciano, Marvin Taiwan, and JP Magoliano. But somebody that we're excited about, Allen Liwag. We saw him in the off-season. Ganda ng iniladar on the semi-pro circuit. But, again, college is a different animal altogether. They finished 9th in the eliminations during season 95. They're looking to build something special dito sa season 97.
Now, one player who has been sort of a cornerstone and a reliable ward nitong si Coach Oliver Bunye is a young man that we like to call the salutatorian. Itong si JP Magulian. Ikaw ata ang bumansag dito kay JP.
Ang tawag ko rito parak kasi mga kuya niya, pati mga pulis na kapag naglaro, harang. Bagay na bagay, larong Solar Boys, alas 3 ng hapon yung laro natin. But JP Maguliano, the platoon leader of the Generals, 12.7 points a game, almost 10 boards, and an assists. But ang quality ni JP Maguliano is his tenacity. They were down and out a lot of games, pero lumalaban, dumidiin. So let's see if that energy will rub on his teammates.
Ayan na, ready. Tumuturo pa. Itong si JP
Yung mga kuya yung kalaro eh.
Ready na. This is the breeding ground of the future stars of Philippine basketball, the OG Collegiate Sports League of the country, the NCAA. When we come back, we will have tip-off from right here inside the St. Benil. This is our coverage of Season 97 of the NCAA right here on GTV. Nice one.
It's always nice to see fresh faces starting out in the industry and accompanying them on their journey as they grow to be broadcast professionals. Let's get to know our two guests whose dreams have just come true as they are chosen to be part of the 13 NCAA Courtside reporters for season 97. On Chatbox, here are Avia Zunic and Eden Hernandez.
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing?
Good.
First off, we want to congratulate you for getting selected out of hundreds to audition for Courtside Reporters.
Thank you.
Feelings first, because you've been through a lot since that that confirmation, that announcement up to here. Dami niyo nang dumaan. Feelings about being Courtside Reporter.
Ayan na po, handa nang sumabak sa aksyon ng Mapua Cardinals ni Coach Randy Alcantara. At ang kanilang mga katapat, the EAC Generals wearing the familiar red, white, and blue. And the new guy at the helm, at point guard, former Arellano University Chief Marwin Taiwan. Ngayon, general na.
Grabe maglaro to. We saw him in season 95 bring his game to at the next level. That was his first year with EAC. Pero ngayon, mas klaro na na siya yung lead guard ng kanilang koponan. And of course, Alan Liwag is right there. Excited din ako for JC Luciano. I saw this guy working throughout the off-season and we'll see how they would be performing dahil ibang-iba ang laro ng college sa semi-pro.
Itong si Liwag, nakausap ko si CJ Cadwa. I asked him who's a player to watch out for, and Alan Liwag was the first name he mentioned. But he's playing the center position dito,
Pabor sa kanila yan, Anton, kasi Mapua is a very versatile squad. Warren Bonifacio can play 3 and 4. Tapos si Arvin Gambos playing 4 can shift to that wing position. Kaya pagka meron kang malaki na nakakapagdala ng bola, yung laro ang 3x3, pwedeng-pwede.
Alam mo, Marts, ang isa pang inaabangan natin dito, yung Doria twins, okay? Adam and Andre. Napanood natin to in high school when they were playing for Adamson. So, very exciting na dinala nila yung kanilang mga talento dito sa NCAA.
Ano mo naman, pagka twins usually, even in the pro leagues, di ba? Pag mga magkakakambal, kahit yung magkakapatid nga alam mo yung team break ng laro.
So may pumalit na sa Marcelino twins, may Doria twins na sa NCAA.
Sana ganun din katiin, aantabayanan namin kayo.
Kaya lang, yung strategy nitong si Coach Oliver Bunyi, hindi pinagsabay
Hindi. Kahit naman si JV at si JC hindi naman pinagsasabay nung una.
Pero nung off the bench sila, sabay na, di ba? And they would change the tempo of the game.
Parang kitikiti pag kalaro mo.
Samantala, King Gurtiza, drop pass. What a block! Ganda ng depensa nun. Nocom, coming from behind, Renz Nokom, one of 6 holdovers from season 95, partner.
And hindi nga siya nabibigyan gaano ng minuto. But his play and Waki Garcia, silang dalawang dapat talagang maging barometer nitong Mapua attack dahil sila magiging lead guards.
And Noko making us look good. Solid block on the other end, all the way to the other side for a fast break layup. Unang puntos, unang field goal para sa Mapua dito sa laban na to.
High arcing layup.
Ayan, si Coach Randy Alcantara, parte ng back-to-back championship teams ng Mapua back in season 66 and season 67.
Benny Cheng yun eh.
Benny Cheng. Inaabangan ko yung mga names na hindi ko na kilala.
Hindi mo kilala mo yan.
Samantala, Hernandez.
Maraming history NCAA. 97 years na OG college league dito sa Pilipinas.
At syempre, may mga bago pang mga pangalan na handa nang magpakilala ngayong season 97. Nokom, aggressive drive. Bonifacio, putback. Wala pa rin, tapi ka ng bola. Kanino mapupunta? It goes out of bounds and back the other way.
Opening day jitters for both squads. Their first game on our opening weekend. Ano, interesting storyline din dito, itong Jeric Pido. Galing to sa Lyceum.
Okay.
He was being really molded by Coach Topex to be the next in line. Wow. Next in line talaga to sa Marcelino boys. But as fate has it, he needs to move to another address inside Intramuros then.
And we have had a lot of stories of players moving to a different address and emerging into superstars dito sa NCAA.
Talking about superstars, itong si Arvin Gamboa, it's
in the DNA.
Oh, DNA.
It's in the DNA.
Uncle, tatay, fighter na player. Pero ito, yung laro niya, ibang-iba from his dad and his uncle. This guy is very skilled, can handle the ball, very, very versatile.
And very aggressive as well. At patak sa laro, as you mentioned. Fighter talaga.
Alan, tsaka Arnold yung kalaro mo paghapon eh. Kahit mga import sa Pro League eh. Minamasahe.
Samantala, Bonifacio. I'm still waiting for Warren Bonifacio to really stabilize himself dito sa collegiate level.
And have that string of games that would really propel his confidence. So, you know, the personality of Warren, very quiet, timid.
Kasi juniors champion siya, Mythical 5 member, all defensive team. Diba? It's a matter of translating those accolades and the game dito sa collegiate level.
Exactly.
At ngayon, naagaw pa ni Nokom ang bola. Nokom! Ito yung mga inaabangan natin. Yung mga bagong pangalan na magpapakitang gilas dito sa ating panibagong season.
Exactly. Alam mo, Anton, sa inyo sa Pasay, yung ganitong oras, ito yung magandang laruan, di ba? Yung alas 3 ng hapon hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. So this is the perfect time to really get these kids to showcase themselves.
Sarap magpaon ng ice tubig.
Oo. Yung criminal water, pag may time out, syempre best of 3 yan parati eh.
Samantala, agaw dito, Taiwan. Bounce pass, King Gurtiza all the way.
Also, this guy bulked up in the off-season. Si King Gurtiza, getting extended minutes too. With the departure of Jetro Mendoza, siya yung next in line on that two-guard position.
Jetro Mendoza was averaging 12 points per game during season 95. Let's get an update at courtside mula kay Chloe Carillo. Chloe?
Training bubble ng Mapua Cardinals. Isang tanong ang sumalubong sa kanila galing kay head coach Randy Alcantara at yan ay bakit ba kayo bumalik? Ang sagot ng Mapua Cardinals para sa pangarap at pagmamahal, pangarap na maibalik ang Mapua Cardinals sa Final Four. Ayon nga kay team captain Warren Bonifacio, ang magiging edge nila this season ay ang unpredictability ng kanilang vets at rookies. At pagdating naman sa pagmamahal, February 14, 2022 nagsimula ang training bubble ng Mapua, kaya despite being away from their loved ones during their special days, ang pagiging team nila ang tumutulong sa kanilang mental and emotional stability. Kaya ang goal naman nila ever since Valentine's Day ay mag-step up at maging set off in the right foot. Sa Anton and Coach Hammers, tingin nyo, kamusta naman ang unang lipad ng Mapua Cardinals?
Alam mo, Chloe, yung biggest takeaway ko doon, sana sa Feb 15 na lang pumasok yung mga players sa bubble. Diba? Bakit sa 14?
Yung pinakamagandang date.
Hindi nakapag-date yung mga players.
Mindset. You want to win a championship, there are sacrifices meant to be done. Simple as that. Tumatango ka, ha? Ay, kung nga sa'yo kahapon, sabi namin, wala nagpa-birthday sa San Beda. Wala. Lalo pag training camp.
7-6 ang ating talaan. We have a timeout. Magbabalik po ang Season 97 ng NCAA.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Kaya na ng palaki ang ating NCAA family. Kaya naman sa puntong ito, kilalanin natin ang dalawa pang
championship. This season 97, ang aim ng team nila is to get better every day. Hindi lang sa basketball development, but mainly their relationship as a team. He believes that having a family-oriented relationship will make it easier for them to work their hardest as a unit. He expects that his 5 players returning from last season, namely JP Magaliano, Marvin Taiwan, JC Luciano, King Gurtuza, and CJ Kadua will make an impact not just today, but for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, Anton, JP Magaliano and CJ Kadua are still not on their 100% as they are recovering from their injuries. Si CJ meron siyang hamstring strain from 3 weeks ago, and si JP Magaliano naman nadali daw ang kanyang tuhod sa pag-ensayo. Another key player is Nat Consejo, who is an energy and an efficient guy for the Generals, will not be playing today because of a concussion. Balik sa inyo, Anton.
Maraming salamat, Chase, for all of those updates. And prayers up, by the way, to Justin Arana, who was playing a very solid game as we see this drive by Taiwan. 16 points, 15 rebounds for Justin Arana, but had to exit the game on a stretcher. Pagdasal po natin ang ating kasama dito sa NCAA.
I was just talking to him kanina, and our prayers up for you, brother. And you'll be back stronger. Ganda ng pihit pa baseline. Nahuli yung help side defender. Number one thing when you're defending the post, you gotta protect that baseline because the help side defender will be coming up top, especially if it's not a shooter na nagbigay ng post entry.
It has been a first quarter shootout between Adrian Nocom and King Gurtiza. Nocom with 9 points, Gurtiza with 6 points.
One-on-one eh. Parang one-on-one. Pwede.
Sabi nga ni Coach Dax, short but intense season. Kaya every game counts para sa ating mga manlalaro.
There would always be that sense of urgency. Every game is important. Seeding would be ano mo yun? Dapat yung bawat repetition, bawat rep counts. And the seeding will take care of itself. Win every possession.
There's a play-in. So that sort of changes things a little bit because imagine kung may play-in, CSB would have made it in season 95 and season 94. Pero syempre, you want to have that twice to beat, diba?
Great pass. Speaking of twice, great pass by also one of the guards who played for that Red Robin squad, Carl Brian Lacap, splicing on the middle, and Irvin Gamboa filling in the lane and finishing in traffic.
Luciano faking the handoff. Walang mapuntahan. Agaw na naman. Nocom tumatakbo. Nocom will take off and take that basketball all the way to the hole. Adrian Nocom. Introduce yourself, young man. 11 big points to end the first quarter. A rousing start para dito kay Nocom at ng Mapua Cardinals. They lead the EAC Generals 14-11 on opening weekend of NCAA Season 97.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs.
The man of the moment, Adrian Nocom. Hindi pa tapos ang ating first quarter ha. May 3 minutes and 28 seconds pa. Pero meron na siyang 11 puntos. Nocom showing us pure aggressiveness,
hustle,
and effort.
A lot of hustle points, loose balls, and being a pest on the defensive side. Yung tatlong fast break layup niya coming off a stop.
Nocom actually one of the 6 remaining holdovers from the Season 95 Mapua University Cardinals squad. But he was seldom used, only played 14 games and started 1 game. And get this, scored a grand total of 33 points only in Season 95. He could surpass that in 2 games this season.
In 2 quarters, if he would sustain that work rate. But alam mo, Anton, with college basketball, guys would graduate, there would be new guys trying to reintroduce themselves to the public consciousness. And there would be guys who would be given more opportunity every year. So it's up to the players how they would grasp that at paano nila i-capitalize to be better players.
Aggressive drive right there mula kay Brian Lakap. You mentioned that you coached him,
yeah,
right?
I coached him in high school before he transferred to the Red Robin. He was part of the juniors program of a different team. Very good scorer. But this guy matured. He matured, spent time in another college, went back to Mapua, and now being maximized by Coach Randy Alcantara.
Good play. Agustin knocking down the corner triple. At ito na ang pinakamalaking lamang para sa kupunan ni Coach Randy Alcantara.
And if you observe the defense of the EAC Generals, nakaklug sila sa lane. Every penetration, ito pakikita mo, Anton, on the penetration and the ball swing, masikip na masikip yung kanilang interior defense. So the outside shots on that hockey assist, coming off that dribble drive, malilibre dahil mabilis mag-react ang depensa ng EAC.
And look who's on the floor, CJ Kadwa.
Ano hamstring? Pagpag lang.
Kadwa, as reported by Chase Orozco, left leg hamstring strain. That's why he has that sleeve on his left leg, itong si CJ.
Alam mo, Anton, pag kayo mga freshmen na katulad natin, yung makakuha ng hamstring strain, yung 3 weeks medyo maaga sa pagbalik. Speaking from experience yan. But for guys who are at the peak condition, like CJ, mas mabilis sila makaka-recover. That's how important Coach Jello is to the team, kanilang therapist and strength and conditioning coach.
CJ missing on that triple try. Cardinals are running. Here's a drive. Too strong on that shot para kay Lakap. Natamaan doon si Luciano. Maguliano is on the floor. Play continues. Cadwa tumatakbo. CJ Cadwa all the way. CJ Cadwa! But as Cadwa scores, we have Maguliano writhing in pain on the other end of the court.
To remind players, the viewers, that Nat Consejo is out from a concussion, but it looks like it's a sprained ankle for Shapey.
Silipin natin dito sa replay.
On that rebound, friendly fire Tapilok, left foot. Friendly fire off the box something. Medyo na-entangle yung legs nila ni JC Luciano.
Ito rin yung crucial sa isang short season na single round robin, yung injury management, Coach Hammer.
Especially the preparation time is short. You can't build up right away. And you need to prioritize performance as of the moment. So makikita natin, those players who are in the best shape, just like Arvin Gamboa.
Did you see that?
Oh,
Did you see that?
Inside out dribble. And slashing.
And he dribbled all the way from the other end of the court. Point forward style. Arvin Gamboa, too big, too quick, too strong, hindi mapigilan.
And that's the new peg of our basketball players na multi-faceted, can handle, can shoot, can defend. That's the trend.
This is the type of player na parang may blinders sa mata All he sees is the basket. Wala siyang pakialam kung may haharang. Tingnan mo yung jersey, naka-tuck out
Pro ready yung mga ganyan. Hey, if you look at it, sabi ko nga siya before the game, there are some pros in this parquet floor today.
Liwag. Oh! This is a guy who played with the pros last December. Alan Liwag knocking down a triple.
And not just played, he produced
Battled.
against the pros.
Battled. Nakipagkiskisan sa mga big boys.
Oo. Paramdam din siya
Minasahe siya dun as you would say.
Hindi lang umasa, hindi lang shots, combi yung nakukuha niya dun. Because he was playing wing. But right here, again, versatility, having that dribble driving attack, getting a bank shot on the top of the key.
Alan Bryant Liwag. Asunsyon.
Malaki. Mga 6'6".
Actually, dun kasi, nung December, hindi sentro yung laro niya.
Wing siya
Wing
3-4.
3-4. So he was very athletic. That's why nung sinabi sa akin ni CJ na watch out for this guy, akala ko ganun pa rin yung role. Pero dito sentro He's kind of like a JM Calma but a little bit more
refined, more perimeter oriented.
And has range. Yes. Si JM kasi operating in the paint more often Kanina, it was a tough loss for JM Calma and the San Sebastian Stags. Nagwagi ang kupunan ni Coach Cholo Martin at ang Arellano University Chiefs. But again, prayers up to our friend, idol natin, si Justin Arana.
Pagpag lang yan. So, niya, pagpag lang yan, bata. And masipag kasi si Justin din mag-prepare nung off-season Because this guy is a pro. Here, he would be going up to the pro levels. You don't see 6'7" guys who move like that in the Philippines. Often.
Cardinals looking for an open man. Bonifacio. Iikot. Titira, wala. Doria is now on the floor wearing jersey number 35. This is Andre. Ayan, nalito na ako sa Doria twins.
Understandable.
So, Adam is number 7. Andre is 35. Kanina si Adam yung nag-start
Distinguishing factor.
And that will do it. That was an eventful first quarter, my friend.
Good exchange, high energy execution, a lot of defensive stops, and the intensity was very high.
It was a shootout to start off the first quarter between King Gortiza and this young man, Adrian Clarence Nocom. His nickname, Renz Nocom. Yesterday, it was Renz Abando. Ngayon naman, si Renz Nocom. Introducing himself to the NCAA community. And his Mapua Cardinals na una kontra sa EAC 21-16. Magbabalik po ang Season 97 ng NCAA dito lang sa GTV.
Kaya na ng palaki ang ating NCAA family. Kaya naman sa puntong ito, kilalanin natin ang dalawa pang bagong courtside reporters na napili para sa Season 97 dito sa Chatbox. Kasama natin si Lance Santiago at Aya De Quiroz.
Hey!
Hi!
Hey!
Hi!
Hey!
Taas ng energy.
Hello, Aya. Hello, Lance. And welcome to the NCAA family and GMA. Kamusta? Kamusta yung feelings natin? Let's go to Aya first kasi you are a returning courtside reporter sa NCAA. You spent the season here. If I'm not mistaken, that was season 94.
94.
94. So, how do you feel to be chosen again and to be back?
I'm extremely grateful that I'm back. I'm supposed to be a season or 2 seasons more knowledgeable, right? And it feels great to work with you again and with everybody else. So I'm very excited, but I know it's big shoes to fill, and I promise that I will be coming much more prepared this season.
Oh, it's a guarantee.
Grabe, may testimony.
It's an Aya guarantee.
Ito po ang ating bakbakan sa pagitan ng EAC at Mapua University. Don Ross together with Coach Hammer Martin Antonio as we see this floater by Robin, the lefty, putting it up and in para masimulan ang second quarter.
They need production from their bench because EAC solid yung starters nila eh. May rotation sila eh. Meron silang unang 5.
Luciano comes up with a board. Kadwa. A change of direction para kay CJ. Inangat pa eh. And CJ was talking to
everybody.
Somebody with an EAC shirt, one of the officials or VIPs. People person talaga itong si CJ. Samantala, Robin, back-to-back baskets para masimulan ang second period. Credit the assist to CJ Kadwa.
And that's how you make your teammates better. You create for them, give them open shots, especially yung mga pasa na in rhythm. Yun yung gustong-gusto ng mga nakakashoot sa labas.
Bonifacio, inside pass, supalpal pero sumabit itong si Doria. Garcia will shoot 2. Ito, Robin with a floater and then a top of the key 3.
Suabe, kaliwete. Smooth na smooth yung jump shot.
A lot of opportunities present themselves dito sa NCAA. Opportunities for players like Nocom and Robin to introduce themselves to the college basketball community and sports fans na nanunood dito sa Pilipinas at mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV. And by the way, we are also giving a shout out sa lahat ng mga nanunood ng live stream.
Yes, sir.
Yon!
Mga kaibigan natin, of course, the alumni. Maraming nakatutok na alumni players.
O, diba? Walang ka problema. Manood ng NCAA, very accessible.
Yan.
So share it to your family, share it to your friends. Let everybody know on social media that the NCAA is back and readily available for the Filipino sports fan. Agustin. Uy, natapik.
Yun lang. Pero alam mo, Anton, you gotta love the activity ng EAC. They're playing that zone defense. They're extending to the corner. What? Mapua recognizing it. So yung mga secondary passes, ina-atake nila yung close-outs. Kanina nakita natin si Luciano inatake. Na muntik nga lang mag-turnover.
Partner, maganda yung pinapakita ng Mapua. Kaya naman, balikan muna natin si Chloe Carrillo.
Anton and Coach Hammer. I agree with you. Adrian Nocum is back in business, and quite literally, during the 2-year hiatus of the NCAA, he was able to put up his very own food business. And kasama dito, nakapaglaro rin siya sa Pro Leagues, kaya ng mga kasama niya dito sa Cardinals. And ine-expect ni Coach Randy Alcantara na galing sa experience nila sa mga liga ay improvement sa physicality at maturity sa laro. So sa laro ng bola ngayon, Anton and Coach Hammer, kamusta naman ang physicality? Nakikita na ba ang experience na baon ng Mapua?
Alam mo, Chloe, sabi mo, food business, sabi mo, baon, bigla akong ginutom eh.
Sarap. Sarap. But again, the physicality should always be there. It's an expectation. Especially, it's basketball eh. Lagi ko sinasabi, iba yung madumi sa physical. Pwede ka makipagbanggaan dyan. Basketball yan eh. But nothing untoward. No closed fist, no knees, huwag ka mananawad. But physical is sports eh. Palakasan nga eh.
Renz Nocum, bilib tayo eh sa, ang Pilipino naman kasi kilala sa pagiging madiskarte, di ba? And it's nice to hear stories like that na, kasi anong ginawa ng mga players natin, mga student athletes natin in the past 2 years. It's nice to know that a young man like Nocum, naging negosyante pa.
Pati tayo.
Nag-adapt tayo eh.
Nag-adapt tayo. We need to adjust.
Yeah, Mikey Reyes described it as a pandemic career. Nagkaroon ng bagong career during the pandemic eh. Parang si Prince Carlos, di ba? Naging kapuso actor bigla eh. Pero kondisyon pa rin eh. Tulin pa rin na kagabi eh. And we're just so happy that, because this is the first love. Ito yung first love na ating mga student athletes, the game of basketball. And they waited 2 long years to be able to do this again. Samantala, nasa pool itong si Nocum as he was crashing the boards. Pero, mapula mo ka, no problem. Tayo agad.
Bang call yun eh. Kasi if you're crashing, maganda makita natin yung replay on that play-up. Adrian Nocum was coming from the outside, full head of steam, and then, box out lang yung tao, and then he gets a contact. Right here, tingnan mo Anton. Kasi, check yun eh. It's a natural check, pero yung extension ng forearm, iba talaga pag HD camera yung gamit. Ganda, ang dami nating camera.
Huli.
Yung extension yung tinawagan.
Bola. Nanatili dito sa kupunan ni Coach Randy Alcantara. Gamboa, aatake, nadulas.
Depensa na
Ayaw pa rin bitawan, but Liwag somehow takes the ball away. Alan Bryant, Liwag rising for that layup. Di na kompleto yung fast break opportunity. Ball is loose, napulot ni Gamboa. Gamboa sees nothing in front of him, decides to go straight to the basket, but kicks it out in the last second para maibigay kay Renz Nocum.
Small detail, that ball fake, nag-shuffle bigla, nag-quick feet yung bantay, gives him enough opportunity to shoot that jumper from the outside. 14 points.
2 out of 2 from beyond the arc para kay Renz Nocum. Balikan muna natin si Chase Orozco at Courtside.
Anton, it is an indescribable feeling for King Goritza dito sa NCAA Season 97 dahil excited siya for today's game at alam niyang pisikalan ang mangyayari ngayong Season 97. They prepared for this season with a going all-out attitude. But now that they are against the Cardinals, na-share nila sa akin na nag-focus sila sa sistema na tinatakbo ng kalaban. And as per JP Magaliano, pinag-aralan din nila ang tendencies ng mga players na Cardinals by watching their previous games from last season. 2 beses sa isang araw ang ensayo ng EAC Generals dahil 2 buwan lang ang naging preparation nila kaya kailangan nilang mag-train ng maayos at araw-araw talaga para makapagpakondisyon sila ng husto. And just an update, Anton, on JP Magaliano's injury. Ito daw ay left ankle sprain as per Dr. Eric Marioles. Pero no worries dahil makakabalik naman siya sa game natin today. Balik sa inyo, Anton.
Yep, Chase, he's having that ankle iced right now. Looking at him on the bleachers behind the EAC bench. But I think it would be wise na siguro, well, I think you should take this one.
As a strength and conditioning coach, number 1, the short and condensed schedule, the 8-week time. Kausap ko nga si Coach Jello kanina, a good friend of mine, the physiotherapist and trainer ng EAC Generals. I was talking to him, how did you prepare? Alam mo yung cringy face ng bawat coach eh. It was a condensed schedule. You could only do as much as you can to get these athletes in tip-top shape. Number 1, you got to prepare them to be injury-free. and protect their bodies. Secondary na lang yung pag-perform at an optimum level during the game. So, injuries would always be there in sports. It's how you build that armor to protect yourself. And we see an ankle sprain, but younger athletes who are in tip-top shape can recover faster. So yun lang yun eh. Yun yung makikita natin. And yung mga players na hindi nagpabaya ng 2 taon, kitang-kita mo rin.
Meanwhile, Taiwan brings the ball down para dito sa Generals. Liwag, handoff para kay Robin. Robin, aatake. Oh, what a steal by Hernandez. Reading him like a book. And guess who's on the other side? Nocom. Medyo nadulas lang ang bola. Bonifacio. Medyo mali yung pagkapalit niya ng bumbilya doon.
Yan. Pabila yung Roscas na ginamit eh. Wala eh.
Rebound.
Okay, alam mo kayo ko nakuha yan? Tsaka yung Wakali. Coach
Okay.
Tito Victolero when he was my coach in San Beda, when he was one of our assistant coaches. Palit bumbilya lang, pectus.
Coach Tito, of course, was also a former head coach of the Mapua Cardinals.
Steered them to a couple of Final Fours, if I'm not mistaken.
And his alma mater as well, Mapua.
And gave the nickname to Coach Yong Garcia.
What's the nickname?
Yong.
Oh, okay.
Alam mo
Yong,
bakit?
Okay.
Asyong. Dahil, being the senior, tough competition, Coach Yong stood up in front of Coach Chito. Kaya, naging Asyong.
Okay. So, naipit si Taiwan.
We'll see. Mukhang itong finger ni Marwin Taiwan got jammed on that sequence. So, we'll see. Again, just give him a towel, reduce, tape, back to the ball game.
Marwin Taiwan, babalik muna sa bench ng EAC. Oh, nakabalot na yung daliri nitong si Marwin Taiwan getting checked on but doesn't seem to be in so much pain.
Sisigaw yan, Anton. Antayin mo. Pagka hinatak, sisigaw yan.
Ayan na. Oh, sabi niya, kaya daw niya.
Yan.
Kaya daw. Nakapikit na si
Batang na botas yan eh.
Okay, so they're trying to realign yung daliri nito si Marwin Taiwan.
Because it's deep joint yan eh. Mukhang yung pinakadulo ng daliri. If you could look at it this way, pahatakin lang yan and then get it taped.
Masyado mataas yung pasa. Cardinals tumatakbo. Hernandez. Binigay dito ang bola kay Bonifacio. Nocom. Aba, may poster rin pala itong si Nocom. Sayang yung cut ni Hernandez. Kadwa tumatakbo. CJ Kadwa. Yung speed ni CJ parang walang hamstring strain eh.
Nakakinta lang eh.
Robin. Bitin mula sa labas.
Primera klase yung gasolina eh. Dire-diretso.
Alam mo, yung mga buhok nitong si Gurtiza, Kadua at Robin pare-parehas eh. Ano ba yan?
Ganyan naman po. Ganyan yung mga players talaga eh. Kahit nung panahon natin, di ba sila Neil Pasqua, Joker Gonzalez, pare-parehas ng buhok sa Mapua naman. Sa EAC, sila Kuya Ron J. Buenafe pa yun. And they were still in the NCAA. And that was an illegal screen. Again, just like yesterday with the screen of Yukian Andrada, kailangan titignan ng mga manonood natin yung paa. Dahil pag gumagalaw pa po yung paa nung nag-screen, automatic tatawagan po yan ng offensive foul.
Doria, binigay kay Liwag. Liwag, easy money.
Basic. Elbow jumper for Allen Liwag. He might be playing out of position here, but the talent would still be there and he can use it to his advantage.
His athleticism can make up for his lack of height sa center position.
Maliit pa ba yung 6'5", 6'6"? Yung laki ko eh.
Yung wingspan din niya,
mahaba
grabe.
eh.
Oo. Si Nocom na-check na eh. Nakabantay na. Oh! Somehow, putting up a shot there si Pido. And Adam Doria called for a foul.
Tagal niyang inantay itong pagkakataon na to. I've worked with this guy a couple of years back and always kept on encouraging him, got to talk to him a lot of times when he was still doing his redshirt years in LPU. And then he was given an opportunity to transfer. And Coach Randy Alcantara, of course, somebody who loves giving people second chances. Yun, he is one of their starting backcourt.
And the NCAA is also a league with a history of second chances, even third chances. Players who almost gave up on their dreams, but because of kind-hearted people like coaches that you mentioned, Coach Topex, Coach Randy, nabibigyan ulit ng second life, so to speak, with the game of basketball.
So, dyan ka lang. Sabi nga ni Coach Leo Isaac, dyan ka lang bata, huwag kang bibigay. Laro ka lang ng laro.
And what is one of your favorite quotes? The best
ability is availability.
There you go.
Just be available and improve. But contact here on that. Oh, there's this action here. Napatayo si Coach Oliver Bunyi because Coach Oliver knows a thing or two about playing in the post because he was a former big guy. And still a big guy. Right there, on the sprint, binagsakan talaga eh. Hindi naman siya napatid. So this would be reviewed, I think, by our officials.
Kailangan may memo para sa mga student athletes natin na nagbabalik sa live collegiate basketball games. Marami po tayong mga camera dito.
Anton, I will correct you, my friend. HD cameras. Kitang-kita, kahit konting kalabit mo, kita ka ni Coach Bay Cristobal. At papaalala ko lang po, sa Crispa, ganyan yung laro niyan. Papunta pa lang tayo, pabalik si Coach Bay. And he's the perfect commissioner and technical head of this league. He has so much history. Part of that San Sebastian Championship dynasty, coached in perpetual help during our time. Kaya alam na niya eh. And mahirap kausap yan si Coach Bay sa rulebook. Mahirap yan. Ultimo yung pinakamaliit na detalye, alam.
Looking over at Coach Bay Cristobal as we see the replay here. Ito yung tinitignan ng kanyang mga officials.
Kasi wala, no call eh. Yung sa pag-roll nitong si Jopet Soriano on that screen and roll action. But on the way back, there was a missed shot, long rebound. He wasn't tripped. He fell down on the opponent. So we'll see what the officials and, of course, Commissioner Bay Cristobal would hand out here. Because again, it's not a basketball action eh. Diba? It's not, if it was a crack block in football, po pwede yung ganun. But basketball is a totally different sport. So we'll see.
Coach Oliver Bunyi. 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the first half of our fourth and final game on opening weekend sa Season 97 ng NCAA.
Warning on Emilio Aguinaldo, number 3 Chris Urquiza for faking a foul, and foul on Mapua's number 28 Robin Soriano. His first penalty.
So that's just a regular foul because he fell. Interesting calls. But it was a warning for Chris Urquiza because he fell down on the short roll, flopping.
Nonetheless, titira ng free throw dito si King Urquiza. Earlier, when we were looking at the people in the background, because we have some VIPs in attendance, we have, of course, very hands-on Sir Oli Amoroso, first Vice President of GMA and the head of GMA Regional TV and Synergy, celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Batiin na natin tayo unang babati ng belated happy birthday on live TV. Sir Oli, happy birthday po. And we're happy to be part ng mga kapuso dito.
You imagine Sir Oli, very busy, but he was there for opening day of NCAA Season 97, our first Vice President for GMA.
Tapat talaga
Sir Oli Amoroso.
Tapat sa birthday talaga eh.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Sir
birthday,
Oli.
Sir Oli.
Of course, talking with Management Committee Chairman.
And your coach.
My
Your
coach. My favorite guy, Coach Dax Castellano. Under-goal stab does not work.
Alam mo, Anton, ang sama ng field goal shooting natin. Alam mo, yung stats guys natin dito, mapapakita sa atin mamaya. Because all games, gigil na gigil maglaro yung mga players.
Shoutout nga pala sa ating head statistician in the house, Pong Ducanes.
Papsi! Everybody's back. And syempre, that's JR. Our boy, always here, feeding us stats.
And after everything that has happened, EAC leads Mapua 27-25. Magbabalik po ang NCAA Season 97.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Taking a look at the VIPs in attendance, pero marami rin nakatutok online and on TV. Of course. Siyempre, mga VIPs ng buhay ko. I want to send a big I love you and congratulations to my mom. We got good results. Everything is fine. She had surgery yesterday. Love you, mom. And, of course, Carmina watching. She is up for surgery naman. Babe, thank you for supporting, of course, the NCAA and Marla. And all the fans, yung mga alumni na nanonood sa atin through our live stream. Maraming salamat po.
Si Tito Gary Sabenosa, nakatutok. Animo!
Yung sumanlatik niyan. Champion.
I'm seeing Sir Frank Gusi of Management Committee representative para sa Perpetual, dating Mancom representative ng San Sebastian when I first met him.
Ako din, I first met him. Naglalaro pa tayo, Anton.
27-0 ang ating talaan. And Renz Nocom has been the star of the show so far. Crossover, turnaround, jump shot! What a move! Highlight play para dito kay Renz Nocom, who has turned the St. Benil Gym into his personal playground.
At yun yung mga gusto natin, yung mga players na nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. Uulitin ko, Anton, may mga player na gusto, pero nakikita natin yung mga gustong gusto.
18 points na para dito kay Renz Nocom.
Sabi ko sa'yo, hinahabol niya yung 33 na production niya noong season 95.
Ulitin natin Season 95, Renz Nocom only played 14 games for Mapua. Started one game, a total of 33 points. Panoorin natin to. Crossover, spin move, turnaround jumper. Basket para dito kay Renz Nocom.
Grabe yung hang dribble Nakita mo ba yung paghang sa may head and shoulder?
Nayanig yung bantay He was shook.
May di ba yun, Oti? Yung dulo. Alam mo na yung mga bagets ngayon. Yar! Ganun na yung mga bagets ngayon
I'm not even gonna attempt.
Alam mo, pag may bata ka na kasama sa bahay, mag-a-adapt ka din.
Samantala, ito, isa pang player na gustong-gusto, si Gamboa. Oh, look at Nocom.
Napayungan.
I thought there was a foul there, but the referee is...
Good.
Ang lakas kaya.
Good. Walang pito
Pero the thing about Nocom is he did not complain. Tuloy pa rin yung laro. Ran back down, did not complain, did not put his hands up, tumakbo pa rin para dumepensa.
At the end of the day, that's what coaches want you to do. If you can't make a shot, you go down and play some good defense.
2 beses binangga sa ilalim while attempting a shot. Ngayon naman si Hernandez, binabangga si Cadwa. Cadwa strips him.
Good hands by CJ Cadwa.
Robin.
License to shoot, no? Binibigyan ng pagkakataon dito in rhythm 3.
Di lang naipapasok yung mga tira after knocking down the first 2. Si Nocom, nagpunas pa ng kamay sa ilalim ng sapatos.
Uso yan.
Hernandez. This is the effort na pinag-uusapan natin. Nocom, the quickness, the speed, and the fadeaway. Wow!
Nip na to si Nocom. Of course. What else can you say? He is shooting the lights out today and really stepping up his game.
Okay, so Yesterday, on opening day, we had Renz Abando with 19 points sa kanyang debut. Enoch Valdez, 22 points para sa LPU. Today, after this fadeaway, one-legged fadeaway, Renz Nocom, 20 points already. And we still have 27.7 seconds remaining in the first half, my friend.
Sinasagad dito ni Coach Randy Alcantara. But the shots would be there. The shots would be there because Paulo Hernandez is not imposing his will right now. Warren Bonifacio, and knowing the character of these players that we've watched since they were Red Robins, pagets pa itong mga ito, pinanonood na natin, they're not the type of guys that would not facilitate it, that would get out of the offense and create shots for themselves. It's the offense that provides shots for them. So nakikita natin in the flow lahat itong si Nocum.
In 16 minutes of action. So ito yung kondisyon.
Ay, kondisyon!
Kondisyon!
Sabi ko nga sa'yo linggo, hapon, no oras na? Alas 3:48. Yan yung kasarapan, pang pandikoko tsaka Spanish bread, partner.
Oh, he's not done yet. Oh, yun lang. Inaabot siya doon. Now he's gonna be a marked man. That's what he has to prepare for in this same game. Sa second half, babantayan na yan.
I need to send a special shout out to my kuya, former NCAA Rookie of the Year and NCAA champion, Kuya Al Magpayo, watching the game.
Mikey and I were just talking about the last time CSB was in the Final Four.
Mahina yung team nila, Kuya Al. Jonathan Salvador, Ron Capati,
Sunday Salvacion.
Jay Lapinid, Sunday Salvacion. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, Renz Abando, nakita na natin yung mga ganong laro. Sunday Salvacion 2.0.
Kung may Sunday Salvacion mentality, yung mga players na CSB kagabi, di sana nanalo sila kontra sa Letran.
Kung nandun si Sunday Salvacion, didikit yun.
Samantala, the story of the first half, Renz Nocom, 20 points in 16 minutes of play. Pero, tabla po tayo. 32 all dito sa Bakbakang Mapua at EAC at the half. You're watching our coverage of opening weekend of NCAA Season 97 brought to you by GMA, airing on GTV, keeping it good.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/pinsan, Justin Gutang. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bonifacio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Bonnie lang yung tawag saan, Bonnie. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm Jeo Ambohot, 25 years old. 6'7", position, power forward. Nanggaling ako sa New Bataan, Davao de Oro. At doon ako natuto mag-basketball. Tinatawag nila akong Yoy. Di ko din alam ba't yung binabansag nila sa akin.
My name is Kenneth Villocando from Tondo, forward 6'2". Bago mag-start yung pandemic, nag-online training na kami. Hindi kami na inaan ng loob para mag-give up hanggang sa matuloy-tuloy itong NCAA.
Hi, ako nga pala si JM Calma ng San Sebastian Golden Stags at nagmula ako sa Capas Tarlac. Ang position ko is forward tsaka center. Preparation ko siguro mas doble pa kumpara sa last season ko kasi ito na yung last ko eh. Bubuhos ko na lahat kung anong meron ako, nagpo-practice ako. Nandiyan naman yung mga coaches para i-guide ako.
Dami Kuntapay po from San Beda, playing center. I'm from Cagayan Valley, Tuguegarao City. madaming adjustment yung pinapagawa sa amin ni Coach. Una, mahirap pero unti-unti naman nakukuha na namin siya. And yun, parang nag-gel na kami as a team kasi bago ulit yung mga teammates namin, maraming rookies. So kailangan talaga namin mag-gel as a team para makapag-perform kami na maayos this coming season.
Hi, I'm Ivan Santos, 24 years old, 6'6", center from the Mapua Cardinals. Tatry po namin yung best namin. Makuha mo na po yung Final Four makapasok at sunod po yung championship. Gagawin po namin lahat yung best namin.
Hi, I'm Ladis Lepalam, 22 years old, 6'9" ang height, position center from CSB Blazers. For me, siyempre, bilang center, advantage po talaga yan. Bilang isang rim protector, shot blockers, kailangan talaga yan. Yan talaga yung number one na gusto sa akin ni Coach na maging pwede namin makuha yung possession sa depensa papuntang opensa.
We've already revealed the first 11 new courtside reporters who now make up our NCAA Season 97 broadcast team. And to complete our selection of 13, let's welcome Christiana Di Maunahan and Ann Gabriel. Hi, girls! Welcome to the show. Congratulations pala, and welcome, of course, to the end.
Snocom, 20 big points para sa kanyang koponan. And you could see it on that graphic. 20 of the 27 starter points coming in from one guy, despite their bench not producing that much. EAC having an advantage there, 11-5 assists, almost the same turnovers, mataas yan for both teams. But key stat here for our leading scorer, Ren Snocom, 75% from the field. We are used to seeing players score in the 20s with low field goal percentages, but 75% for a guard, that is very, very impressive.
So alam na natin yung instruction ni Coach Oliver Bunye, put this young man in a straight jacket.
Oo, kandaduhan mo na yan. Asawahin mo na yan. Kahit pumunta sa dugout, kailangan may nakadikit na tao because he started really well and most of his points, rather, coming in from stops. Getting a steal, getting a help side blockage on that trap, nakakakuha ng fast break. So a lot of his points are in the flow of the game.
Isn't our home court beautiful, my friend? Napakaganda ng ating setup dito sa loob ng St. Benil Gym sa Lasal, Green Hills.
Anton, kasado, sigurado, at napaka-pamoso na itong ating venue dito sa St. Benil Gym inside LSGH.
Bago yun, ha? Akala ko sasabihin mo asintado.
Hindi, pamosong-pamoso tayo dito.
Yan. Laging may bagong dalang baon.
Sabi ng 80s, spooting. Yan, spooting nga tayo dito.
Once again, 32 all ang ating talan. Mapua versus EAC, our fourth and final offering for opening weekend of NCAA Season 97. We'll be back for the second half right here on GTV. Keeping it good.
Volleyball action. Isa pang rason para maging excited ngayong NCAA Season 97. And speaking of excitement, excited na maging bahagi ng NCAA ang dalawa nating bagong courtside reporters na sina Christian Sebastian at Chloe Carrillo dito sa chatbox.
Chloe, hello Christian. Hi, how are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Doing great. Okay, excited ba kayo being a courtside reporter? Kasi bigyan natin ng context ha. Mga courses nila, medtech, techcom.
Yeah.
Kailan mo nagsimula yung dream na, to be in front of the camera and be a courtside reporter? Sige, let's start with Chloe.
Yeah, well, for me, it started for season 95. There was an opening to become a courtside correspondent. So pretty much, you would do content for halftime. And then when I auditioned for that, I didn't realize that I was too young for the age requirement. And then after 2 years, I was 17 at the time that I auditioned.
Okay.
And then after that, I saw that there was an opening for courtside reporter, and then I was like, it's time na. And I finally fit into the age requirement. So I was like, this is the time. And then, now I'm here.
For Christian, anong course ni Christian?
Christian is in medtech. So,
How did you gain confidence to speak in front of the camera or to get into hosting? Because you told me a while ago that you also do hosting, right?
Yeah. Actually, pagpasok ko dito, yun na yung common question na naririnig ko. I'm a medtech student and tinatanong nila, bakit medtech ka and you're into hosting, ganyan. Pero back in senior high school, nag-audition ako as a host ng senior high namin. And yun, nag-host kami ng university events. And doon, naging ko yung mga experiences na kailangan ko. And pagdating ko ng college, naging student leader naman ako and I stopped hosting. Pero now, sa tingin ko, ito na yung right time para sa akin para bumalik dito sa field na to before I enter med school.
Okay, but do you like sports? In general, do you play or do you...
Once again, hello po sa lahat ng mga Pinoy sports fans and kapuso. Mga kapuso natin na nakatutok ngayon sa GTV. This is our coverage of NCAA Season 97 now being broadcast on the country's biggest TV network, ang GMA. Very eventful first half end game between Mapua and EAC. Ito yung mga nanguna para sa kanilang mga kupunan.
As we mentioned, Renz Nocum 20 points on 75% from the field. He's leading the Mapua Cardinals. Sa kabila naman, Chris Courtside King is scoring in double figures too with 11 points, 9 points off the bench. Si Robin at Alan Liwag, 1 bank shot and 1 tip in for 5 points.
So si Liwag, I think he's adjusting because he's playing out of position. Bigla siyang pinag-sentro ni Coach Oliver Bunyi.
Alam mo ano rin yung out of position?
Okay.
Yung mga nanonood sa atin, hinahanap on channel. Alam mo sabi ni Al Magpayo, nahanap niya, napakadali daw mahanap ng ating channels on cable and on live stream.
Kaya naman sa lahat ng mga nakatutok ngayon, there are a lot of people watching on NCAA Philippines, on YouTube, and on Facebook as well. Spread the word, share nyo sa mga kaibigan nyo. We want to shout out everybody. Uy, si Jason David, nakatutok ngayon.
Baka lumapa pag binati natin, ha? Jason, kamusta ka? And alam mo, Anton, this is one thing that we love about the NCAA. Ngayon, nagiging interactive na. We can send shout-outs on them pahabang nanonood sila because we like to commend the people who make the NCAA possible. The fans and the students. Yan talaga yan eh. It's the lifeblood of the league.
O si Chels Lizada, sabi niya, pirata daw siya, LPU. Pero nanonood ngayon kahit EAC ang naglalaro. So Chels Lizada, maraming salamat. Iko Navi, Jang Grave Bayaban, Edward Maceda, maraming salamat.
Babati tayo international.
Okay.
Nasa California ngayon.
Wow!
NCAA alum from the Red Cubs, James Martinez.
Uy!
Yan, nakatutok sa Italy. JR Texon, of course, always watching the NCAA.
Sa Italy?
Nasa Italy si JR. James is in the States. Welcomed his first son. And
congratulations.
The first of many, James. And kinakamusta nga nila si Justin Arana. And hopefully we get some good news with Justin because he's one of the main guys of the NCAA.
To me, he is the best center in collegiate basketball, the homegrown. Napakagaling. He had 16 points and 15 rebounds. But yun nga, prayers up para kay Justin Arana. Si Coach Marvin Bienvenida, nakatutok ngayon.
Coach Marvs, si Anton din daw sasama.
Sa pag-workout.
Oo, kasi alam mo naman, Coach Marvin is running the sports program of the LSGH, and he is the first guy in a long time who won a championship here in the NCAA juniors, and a lot of his players are with the Blazers na ngayon, and he is also part of the coaching staff.
Maganda yung pinakita ng CSB. Yesterday, they had a huge lead. Yun nga lang, Fran Yu turned on the switch. Renz Abando, closers Dalawa yung closer nung kabila So,
banderang kapos, sayang.
So I think, yun nga, we were talking about CSB having players with that type of ability. You know, Sunday Salvacion, you go Carlo Lastimosa, you know, Justin Gutang. So ang tanong dito para sa CSB, who can be that guy in the end game? AJ Benson, top scored para kay Coach Charles Liu sa kanyang debut sa NCAA.
Great body, no conscience from the outside, AJ Benson. But a lot of alumni, as I mentioned, we gotta commend the alumni, the last batch of Coach Horacio Lim here, now the assistant coach of the Letran Knights, Coach Raymond Chongo, watching with his batchmates. Lakas ng team na yun. Yun yung depensa ng Letran nung finals. I was talking to him behind the scenes. Tinatanong ko sa kanya, kailan pa pakakawalan ng Letran yung 2-3 zone? Hirap bumiscore doon. Ang Bohot, Muyang, ang lalaki. Diba? So their team is watching, supporting their team, the Mapua Cardinals, and also doing his scouting for Coach Bonitan.
Very easy dahil all our social media channels have you guys covered. Highlights, full game. Just check it out. Follow nyo po. GMA Sports PH and of course NCAA Philippines. Samantala, Bonifacio, hindi pa rin maipasok ang tira sa ilalim.
Traveling off that rebound. Tsaka alam mo, Anton, I bet tomorrow sa DZWB sila Kuya Joel sa morning.
Okay.
Basketball fan yan. Kasabay ko nagbubuhat yan doon sa may isang gym, commercial gym, malapit sa GMA. Laging ito pinagkukwentuhan namin. Excited na excited siya. So, malamang may recap yan sa DZWB sa umaga.
Renz Nocom, unang tira. He has to keep this going. Yan ang challenge para sa batang to.
Kasi markado na siya eh. Markado na. The
na.
best defender would be placed on him. So, he needs to find a different way, a different approach to get his baskets here in the second half.
Partner, nakabalot na yung index finger sa kanang kamay ni Marwin Taiwan.
Tape lang. Back to the ball game. Tsaka wakali naman to eh. So that is his offhand.
Samantala, King Gortiza with a beautiful move to the basket.
13 points for Chris Gortiza.
And look at that. Talagang half-court line pa lang, dumidikit na. Itong si Taiwan at si King Gortiza. Panoorin natin to. King Gortiza spinning and winning para dito sa EAC Generals.
Putting the defender on a blender. Ganda na nung help eh. But an even better move by King Gortiza.
What a ball game para dito. For both squads, Mapua and EAC, bakbakang umatikabo. Dito sa loob ng St. Benil Gym, sa Lasal Green Hills, Hernandez. At mananatili ang bola dito sa Mapua. I wonder if ever Coach Oliver Bunyi will put the Doria twins in together. Yun yung inaabangan ko eh. Because I mean, covering these guys in high school and knowing how they play.
And they complement each other really well.
Nobody complements each other better than themselves. Ayan. Kaya lang linabas muna itong si Adam Doria. Now, Gamboa, spinning baseline. Gamboa! Sakalam!
Moxie, ka sa ilalim. Good move by Gamboa, pero binawi naman dito ng EAC. So calling this double fist, full court zone press for the Generals. 2-2-1.
Gamboa na naman. Drop pass para kay Nocom. Ayan ang sinasabi natin. Markado na si Nocom. They know he put points on the board in the first half. The challenge is for him to sustain it knowing na meron nang nakabantay sa kanya.
Nahimik pa dito Paulo Hernandez. Wala pang nakukuhang puntos, if I'm not mistaken.
Wala pang field goal pero may
one free throw.
Itong si Paulo. The expectations are high kasi. Highest for Bonifacio and Hernandez because of what they did in the juniors with Coach Randy.
But of course, this is a new season and the pedigree speaks for itself. The familiarity and the continuity of that program. They should be leading this squad. And they are, despite not having that much production.
King Gortiza tried to go for that spin move again.
Tit for tat.
Luciano. Hernandez comes up with the board. Ang size talaga ni Hernandez for his position. It's an advantage for him.
Playing that point forward. Tsaka hindi siya yung manipis, hindi rin siya stocky na guard. Alam ko, nagko-4 din to sa high school eh.
Man amongst boys. 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mapua down by 2. I'm surprised that Gamboa, every time he becomes passive, ganda sana ng layup para kay Nocom.
Kasi pwede niyang i-in every time, no?
Oo, pwede. Samantala, Taiwan, you said he was a lefty, but he was able.
None ka yung finish na yun.
Taped index finger and all.
I love the way this guy plays. Very passionate. And alam mo yun, dito sa NCAA kasi nakikita natin yung mga umaangat na players, yung mga pag naglaro, buhos, walang tinitira.
Na-dislocate na yung kanang daliri, index finger nitong si Taiwan kanina.
Tira mo,
Naka-tape yan.
Tape.
And nung tinitignan natin, when the PT was realigning his index finger, he was nodding to us na para laban
yan.
Marvin Taiwan. Ito yung mga paboritong player ni Coach Hammer, fighter.
Kumbaga, pag linggo, kailangan mo nang tatawagin na tropa. Limahan, soft drinks at pang merienda. Mga marquee, ganyan, Marvin Taiwan, mga harang yan sa whole court eh.
Samantala, Taiwan na naman. Flipping it up and in. Does not drop. Bola mapupunta dito sa Cardinals. Nocom. No look pass. Palpal. Pero mananatili ang bola dito sa Mapua. Hernandez. Hesitation. Hernandez. Linabas ang bola. Triple on the way. Wala pa rin. Hernandez tracks down the loose ball. Nocom. Curls. Triple on the way mula sa left wing. Tapi ka ng bola. Kanino mapupunta? It is still Mapua basketball. Huy! Napaatras dun yung sentro.
Pero namang problema dito ang Mapua sa depensa ng EAC. That 2-3 zone, shifting zone, laking bagay. ISO.
Luciano, naagawan. Lakap. Like stealing candy from a baby. Nocom, drop pass. Wala pa rin. Agustin has been having trouble finding the bottom of the net, partner.
So calling that salute play. High screen and roll action.
Taiwan, spin move. Taiwan, count the basket plus the foul.
Quick slip by JC Luciano. Sumama ng bahagya yung defender ni Marvin Taiwan. He got that step, getting inside the shaded area, putting it again on that spin cycle. Laking bagay nung pag-roll ng Luciano. Nakita mo before that action, medyo sumade pababa. Sumama si Carl Brian Lakap, kaya nakabuelo si Taiwan.
And when we come back, Marvin Taiwan will shoot the bonus free throw.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Kapuso natin na nakatutok ngayon, Anton Rojas kasama si Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and of course at courtside we've got Chloe Carillo reporting from Mapua and Chase Orozco para naman sa panig ng EAC. And King Gurtiza,
LU represent?
LU
represent.
represent.
Taga-La Union to si Chris Gurtiza coming from that power program nila Kuya Paul Ortega.
Lalakas din ng mga tiga-LU. Renza Bando yesterday. It was
Jibanger Lucano Jibanger
Ganda ng matchup Las Vegas kontra La Union Benson kontra Abando eh. Tapos Tondo versus Italy. Kulyar kontra you. Samantala, Taiwan. Dancing. Finding a way to the basket. Ball is loose, napulot ni Bonifacio. Aba, tumatakbo si Warren. Linabas ang bola, right wing triple on the way. Back-to-back hits, 5 quick points for Sual. Isang layup at isang 3-point shot. Ryan Isaac Sual introducing himself.
And they needed that dahil kumakawala na dito ang EAC.
Liwag. And you can see him that that's not a shot that, you know, is part of his specialty kasi parang mini-measure pa niya yung arko.
Katsu pa yung mga tira nito. But Allen D. kasi mas magaling to penetrate Tsaka umatake ng depensa.
Bitin.
A little pinupulikat na dito si Renz Nokum, shaking it off a little bit.
Go hard kasi buong first half si Renz Nokum
Mas gugustuhin mo na yung player mo, pulikatin dahil go hard. Yan lang naman hinihingi ng mga coaches especially for a guy like Coach Randy Alcantara. He likes effort players because he was an effort player.
Yun nga lang, grabe na yung production niya sa first half and, you know, syempre, ang gusto natin makita masustain yung ganong klase ng laro. Mapua, down by 3. Oh, nalibre doon si Hernandez.
Nicely ran baseline inbound play for Paulo Hernandez.
Taiwan has one of the best crossovers dito sa NCAA. Samantala, King Gurtiza nagpaparamdam muli dito sa ating laban.
Hang loose lang para dito kay King Gurtiza. Good shooting and giving a good account of himself. And kahit nung ginagamit to na season 95 ng pasundot-sundot, laging nagpo-produce ng numero.
15 points already para dito kay Gurtiza. Baseline drive. Reverse is good. Toby Agustin.
Tinukot pa sa kabila. Great baseline drive by Toby Agustin.
What a game. Back and forth. Sagutan ng puntos Sagutan ng mga highlight plays. Mula sa EAC at Mapua.
Good matchup din to. Pito and Taiwan.
At may timeout muna tayo. Lamang pa rin ang EAC Generals kontra sa Mapua Cardinals 45-43.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing.
EAC kasulukuyang nangunguna dito sa kanilang laro kontra sa Mapua Cardinals. Let's try to get the latest from the side of the Generals as we go back to Chase Orozco.
Yes, Anton, you know what I've noticed? You've been mentioning CJ Kadua and his impressive performance. You know what, Anton? I've noticed kanina na nababanggit mo yung impressive performance nitong si CJ Kadua despite his hamstring strain. Pero alam nyo ba na last year medyo nagka-doubt siya sa kanyang NCAA journey dahil nagkaroon din siya ng partial tear on his foot. Pero Mamba mentality pa rin daw dahil alam nang makakapaglaro pa rin siya by continuing the hard work and having faith along with his dad. Sabi nga na he'll continue to play until he can't walk no more. His main improvement this season is his confidence in himself and in his game. Now that he is in his last dance, he is confident in himself that he will showcase the hard work na ginawa nila off-season. Balik sa inyo, Anton.
Last dance na pala, no, ni CJ Kadwa, and he was the last guy actually to join the EAC bubble. Kachat ko pa yan nung nasa States pa. Itong si CJ. Pido, able to score para dito sa Mapua. He wasn't even expecting to play today. Pero did a good account of himself no first half. Provided a lot of energy and assists at nakascore pa.
It's so difficult to manage hamstring strains. Because iba yan, Anton, soft tissue injury Unlike broken arms, yung mga ganyan. Alam mo yung timetable but soft tissue, medyo iffy yan
Ball is loose. Fast break opportunity on the way para dito sa EAC. Inside pass. And that, my friends, is what Allen Bryant Liwag is all about. The length and the athleticism para sa EAC Generals.
Shifting one position lower into that perimeter, more perimeter-based power forward position. He can run the floor with Rodney Fuentes playing that 5. Mas maganda ang kanilang opensa with him playing that spot.
All right, let's get an update on the side of Mapua with Chloe Carillo.
Yes, Anton and Coach Hammer, narinig ko nga sa huddle kanina na ang gusto gawin ng Mapua Cardinals ngayon ay huwag madaliin ang offense at i-execute ang plays na sinusulat ni Coach Randy Alcantara. Ngayon lang nila nakikita ang areas of improvements and adjustments na kailangan gawin dahil ito ang unang salang na hindi sila naglalaro against each other. Pero ika nga ni Arvin Gamboa, isang Cardinal, sinasabi niya na sa karanasan nila sa bubble training ay nakatulong kasi nagkakaamuyan na sila sa court at kayang-kaya nila ang ganitong kabilis na sistema. Kaya nakikita nyo ba, Anton and Coach Hammer, na nakakaamuyan na ba talaga ang Mapua Cardinals? Matalas ba ang pangamoy ngayon ng Cardinals?
Well, sa ngayon, Chloe, hindi pa. We're not seeing it translate on the court yet because they're down right now. But yun nga, they have to find some way to rediscover that chemistry that you're talking about that they had in the bubble.
Pagpag lang. 4 na quarter naman Makikita natin yan. And being around your teammates, I mean, even if it's not in a bubble construct, the more time that you spend, the better you would be playing. It's simple as that. The chemistry will be built not inside the court. It's outside the court that builds that relationship.
O kanina, si Chase kaka-report lang about CJ. CJ's all of a sudden back on the hard court.
Laro yan. Naka-uniforme.
Parang Wolverine itong si CJ Kadwa.
One rule of Coach Frankie Lim when I played for him and Coach Topex, if you're dressed up, you're expected to be 100%. No excuses. No excuses. Same way that both of my coaches deliver, ganun din ang expectation na kahit sinong coach. Pag nagbihis ka, ready ka maglaro.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass by Kadwa. The vision. Yun nga lang, di na ipasok ni Fuentes yung bola sa ilalim.
Daming point blank for both teams. Minimindi sila yung mga point blank under goal stabs.
Yung giggle factor, Coach Hammer, nandun pa rin Even yesterday in the opening day
30 weeks kang 30 months ka hindi nakalaro
Samantala, what a move right there by Toby Agustin.
6 points for him.
Look at CJ Kadwa. Ginawang cones yung mga players
Mga traffic cones Parang sumisiksik lang dyan sa Hemadi papuntang Ortigas
Tsaka nakikita mo yung angulo ng katawan ni CJ when he's dribbling the ball. Yun yung pang NBA cards
Oo. But this was the spin move and high arcing shot by Agustin.
Ganda. Crossover to the left, spinning to the other side. Nocom back on the floor. Hindi pa nakakapuntos dito sa second half. As CJ Kadwa misses on that first free throw. Last dance para kay CJ. Coming all the way
from California. Born in San Diego, California, itong si CJ, but he traces his roots in General Trias, Cavite. Ayan, so mga Caviteño na nakatutok ngayon sa GMA Regional TV.
Diyan lang yan.
Maraming salamat po.
And yung campus din ng high school ng EAC is in Cavite.
Oh, that's right. Look at this. Alam mo, hey, Coach Ariel Season is there.
Oh, the dean.
The dean is
Siyempre,
there.
kaya siya nandun sa bubble para mag-aaral yung mga player. Kaya si Coach Jude Roque nasa bubble para mag-aaral yung mga player. Laging may ganun.
Nocom throws the ball out. Offensive rebound na naman. Look at the ball movement. Agustin, too strong. Battle for the loose ball. At mananatili ito sa panig ng Mapua.
Gusto ko itong Toby Agustin. One-track mind Pagkasalo, atake. Kahit merong help side defender, susuwagin. I like this kid.
Umpad. You know, when I saw him stand up from the bleachers, ang laki na itong batang
He's
to.
around 6'6", 6'7" din And he is not only tall, he's long. Hindi siya lanky and he can move.
O, yan Pinayungan ni Umpad. Kadwa. It's like he has the basketball on a string. 6. Oh no, he pulled his hamstring. Yun lang. Kadwa pulled his hamstring. And that's the risk that you take. Again, as reported earlier by Chase, left leg hamstring. This is bad news for the side of the EAC Generals. But the good news is that his teammate with a similar hairstyle, King Gurtiza, with 18 points para sa kanyang kupunan. And Marvin Taiwan coming up with a highlight play, spin move, floater in the paint. At sa puntong ito, lamang ang kanilang kupunan. EAC on top 51-47 kontra sa Mapua. Fourth quarter coming up. This is our coverage of NCAA Season 97 basketball. Only here on GTV.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Gutang. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bonifacio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Bonnie lang yung tawag sa akin, Bonnie. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm Jay Ambohot, 25 years old, 6'7", position, power forward. Nanggaling ako sa New Bataan, Davao de Oro, at doon ako natuto mag-basketball. Tinatawag nila akong Yoy. Di ko din alam ba't yung binabansag nila sa akin.
My name is Kenneth Villocando from Tondo, forward 6'2". Bago mag-start yung pandemic, nag-online training na kami.
All of our players. And that's very, very important. And Emilio Aguinaldo College is one of the top universities when it comes to physiotherapy. That is one of their programs of excellence.
So we can say that CJ is in good hands.
Definitely. Coach Jello nandiyan
Samantala, Nocom is back. Kanina, kinakramps na si Renz Nocom. Nabitawan ang bola. Look at Nocom dive for the basketball.
Gurtiza. Di pa nila nararamdaman yung mga dive na gano'n, Anton.
This is a career high performance already, by the way, para kay King Gurtiza. His previous career high was 16 points in NCAA season 95. So, I was just waiting. I was just waiting for somebody to exceed yung kanyang performance from the previous season 2 years ago. Dahil sabi mo nga, dito natin malalaman kung sino ang nanatiling kondisyon despite all the time that has passed. Samantala, Taiwan, nobody home for that short stab on the fast break.
It's very important to be engaged and be finely tuned dahil short season. Again, yung preparation time masyadong condensed. And players who put in the work, even if there was a 2-year hiatus, makikita at makikita mo eh.
Shot clock winding down. That was an important basket para kay Jeric Pido.
Yeah, they needed that because medyo kumakawala na naman dito ang EAC.
That's a good block right there by Mercado on that drive by Cosa. Humugot na ng malalim, Coach Hammer, si Coach Oliver Bunyi.
Si Cosa pinasok na, but that's his second time to be inserted in the ball game. Talking about Art Cosa.
Doria is now in the game. This is Andre Doria. Liwag. Oh, Ellen Brand Liwag. And you see the reaction mula sa kanya after sinking that jumper.
And we have high expectations about this guy, si Allen Liwag, because he is very impressive and he has the tools and the skill set to be really productive in this offense.
Ayan na po, mga kaibigan. Paolo Hernandez finding the mark from beyond the arc.
And somebody that needs to get involved in this offense.
Pero may sagot si Umpad mula sa panig ng mga general.
I want to see this guy play with Mina a whole lot this season. Kasi ito yung mga magiging building blocks for season 98 dahil malalaki at mahaba.
Pinupulikat na itong si Renz Nocom.
Sobrang taas ng work rate dito ni Renz Nocom in the first half as we see this three-pointer, dials it and books it. Sado at sigurado mula sa labas. Itong si Paolo Hernandez.
Nocom 20 points in the first half. Pantay sarado dito sa second half. Body betraying him. He will have to hydrate himself as he walks back to the bench. Ayan yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Hindi mo na, kahit na anong masahe gawin mo dyan pagka nag-onset na yung cramps. Kailangan dyan, i-yelo mo na. Kain ka ng maalat para makarecover ng fluids. Tsaka hydrate ng hydrate. Tubig talaga. Tsaka oral dehydration salts. Kasi Anton, alam mo yung pulikat, as we see a foul here by the EAC. But yung mga pulikat na ganyan, we overlook na fluids lang. But it's the salt. It's the salt na nawawala sa pawis, especially with athletes na pagpawis na pawis, yung asin na nawawala sa katawan nila, hindi nakakapag-relax yung muscle after flexing. Kaya pinupulikat. Yan yung sinasabi ko kay Fran Yu noon when he was experiencing a lot of cramps, especially in the finals. He needs to eat a little bit more salt in his diet.
You know, the situation right now of the Mapua Cardinals is very precarious. They're down by 6 after that missed free throw. Hernandez is trying to will his team's way back into this game. Remember, in season 95, they stumbled out the gates, starting the season 0-5. They turned it on in the second half, but it was too little too late. So they can't afford to lose games that are winnable.
And exactly, those 5 games, as far as I could remember, those were winnable games. Dikit. Dikit sila lalo
Puro mga heartbreaker yun.
Yung mga sa dulo, banderang kapos, yun yung nangyayari sa Mapua nun. Good press break.
Bounce pass all the way to the other side. Doria, binigay dito kay Marwin Taiwan. Shot clock winding down. Marwin's to met back. Tumira ng 3. Marwin Taiwan. Hyped up para sa kanyang kupunan. The EAC Generals establishing a 9-point advantage after that booming triple. From there,
starting point guard.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes.
The EAC Generals have established their biggest lead of the game. Let's go to Chase Orozco to get the latest from the side of the Generals.
Anton, 9 points ang lamang ng EAC Generals, and in moments like this, para kay King Gurtiza, para hindi siya ma-distract ang mindset niya, hanggat walang final buzzer, hindi sila hihinto at magre-relax. Hanggat may oras, marami pang pwedeng mangyari, and they will not stop until the final buzzer sounds. For Coach Oliver, he has a simple message to the EAC community, and that is they want to earn their trust and support. That's why they will always give their perfect effort to give pride and honor to the EAC community. Who will take home the 4th win of season 97? We are about to find out. Anton.
Tama ka, Chase, kasi nung sumali ang EAC sa NCAA as a guest team in 2009, which was incidentally also my first year covering the league, since then, yung pinaka-best finish nila was a 5th place finish in season 89, 2013. So they're trying to get over the hump. So yung mga laro na ganito, where they're holding on to a lead late in the game, they have to find a way to protect it.
Finishers. Kailangan nila ng finishers. Kailangan nila ng the guy that would stabilize the troops. Hindi kasi umabot yung malakas na team ni Coach Nomar Isla sa NCAA. Still gives me nightmares. University games, tinambakan kami ng 30 in the finals. 30 points. Dami nag-pro league doon. Raymond, ito si, of course, Ron J. Buenafe, Raymond Songko, to Alain Musni, those guys from that EAC program.
Okay. Lakap knocking down an important 3. Will this be the start of a comeback para sa Mapua Cardinals?
They're in striking distance. Ito, mahaba pa to. We're under 6 minutes in the ball game.
Doria. Bad pass. Lakap na naman. Tumatakbo. Lakap. Supalpal. Doria recovered. And look who's back on the court. CJ Cadwa. Wow. Okay. This guy's got some Wolverine blood in him.
I could just shake my head. I could just shake my head.
You would know. You know how tricky hamstring injuries
exactly,
are.
Because I had it. I had it for the longest time. And naalala mo season 95, ito yun yung nirihab ko.
Lakap. 2 crucial triples here in the 4th para sa kanyang kubran. Cadwa, you can see that he's moving more gingerly now. Gurtiza on the drive. Gurtiza will head to the line. And that's what Gurtiza needs to realize. He has that ability to draw fouls when he drives to the basket.
And I remember one of my coaches, Coach Bonnie Garcia, always mentioned it to our best players, Gorval Lanete and Yusuf Aljamal, Pong Escobar. The next transition for you as a college player to be known as one of the better college players is if you could get to the line. You can impose your will against the defender, take contact, and get free throws if you don't make baskets.
And make free throws as well. He just missed both free throws. So sayang yung mga pagkakataon na yon. Samantala, Liwag. Okay. Allen Bryant Liwag undersized center but has the athleticism and length to make up for it. Look at those EAC generals building up barracks in the paint.
Gusto ko yun, ha?
Handa sa gera itong mga general.
But they can really rely on their defense. Good move right there. Good misdirection by Carl Brian Lakap. It's very, very subtle. Sprint, stop, go to the other side. That was a great move, great read by Brian Lakap.
Let's hear right now from Chloe Carillo on the Mapua side.
Anton and Coach Hammer, kailangan natin manalo, yan ang last words ni Adrian Nocum bago lumabas ng huddle kanina. Pero dahil sa isang leg cramp ay nilabas siya muli sa court. At pinapanunang lunas na nga siya ngayon. Sinasabi niya na gusto niya pang maglaro at gusto niya pang bumalik sa court. Pero hindi pa natin alam kung ibabalik siya ni Coach Randy Alcantara. Kita na kailangan ng Mapua ng comeback ngayon. Kaya makikita natin kung magsa-step up ba ang ating rookies at veterans or nangangailangan tayo na maibalik si Adrian Nocum sa court. Back to you.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. It is a career high performance para dito kay Nocum, 20 points, and I'm sure he wants to continue that type of performance. That's why despite cramping up, he wants to get back into it.
Ang pick up ko din, ang ganda nung ginamit yung term. Paunang lunas, first aid. It's very important, especially for the teams. During the off-season, tinuturo yan sa mga players how they administer first aid to their teammates. And syempre may medical team din tayo here.
Taiwan tried to sneak that one in. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Yan ang oras na natitira dito sa fourth quarter ng ating laro.
Ganda ng games natin this opening weekend. Lahat dikit, legal screen, moving screen right there. Easy call. Easy call. Parang beeper easy call
Now that could be costly.
Could have cushioned their lead, but on that screen, Andre was moving. He was trying to go for a flip screen right there and then get into a quick slip. But if you look at it on this angle right there,
so now, the twin brother checks into the game, Adam Doria. Si Adam is a shooter Si Andre yung slasher. Yun yung pinagkaiba in terms of the game of both these players. Hernandez, lamang na sana Mapua doon. He knew it. Bitin yung kanyang triple attempt. Now, King Gurtiza, opportunity to be the closer para dito sa EAC Generals. The Cardinals know it, kaya dinoble team nila si Gurtiza. At buti na lang, itong si Alan Bryant Liwag handang stumep up para dito sa EAC. JP Maguliano, number 1 cheerleader ngayon, partner.
Ice ka muna dyan, JP.
Nakatayo na bigla na-spray na yan kanina.
I told you that. A lot of teams will be surprising people this year. Teams will be surprising people because as we see Warren Bonifacio get an undergoal stab right there, a lot of teams that mukhang lahat nga ng teams hindi nakalaro halos ng tune-up games and preseason tournament. So, a lot of unknowns for all the squads.
King Gurtiza throws the ball out. Luciano. Gurtiza for 3. Too strong. That would have been huge para sa Generals. Fast break opportunity. Almost got it to fall. Lakap. Agresibo on the drive.
Like a wrecking ball. Itong si Carl Brian Lakap. So we see even Paulo Hernandez getting a little bit of the effect of cramps. Pinapagpag na niya yung kanyang, ayan, right there. He is now down on the floor getting cramps and getting assisted here by his teammates.
Hydrating himself. Even Nocum, who already cramped up earlier, is stretching.
Red Robins din to di ba? Hindi ko sigurado hindi ko sira. Ang naalala ko kasi si Jasper Salenga ang kasama nila on that squad.
Salenga's actually on the roster. 6 holdovers from the season 95 roster. Still here in season 97. Ito nga si Renz Nocom also returning. Okay. Reset para dito sa EAC. They're hanging on to a 1-point advantage. Marwin Taiwan. Ginamit ang screen provided by Liwag. Taiwan. Got the switch. Liwag. Natapikan. 4 na segundo. Natitira sa shot clock. Look at the moves from the big man. Yun lang. Everything but the shot para kay Allen Liwag.
No, yun na lang eh. Shot making, that's very, very important.
Now, who will close for Mapua? We throw the same question to that side.
12-4 run for the Mapua University Cardinals in the 4th quarter. Chipping away ever so slightly. Now, down by only a solitary point and an opportunity for them to take that lead.
Wala na si Lawrence Victoria. Victoria used to be the big shot maker in the end game para sa Mapua. Meron siyang game winner eh. I remember that I was covering one of his games with Ren Ritualo, Philippine basketball legend. And
hindi natin makikita sino talaga yung buo ang puso, buo ang loob pagka end game.
And this is it. Ito na yung kanilang chance.
Ay, yung inaantay mo pag player ka, hindi ikaw rin partner. Naglaro ka ng high school. Alam mo yan eh. Yan yung mga gusto natin, yung dikdikan na laban, last 2 minutes.
Here we go. Approaching the final 2 minutes of the game. Tabla ang ating laro. Taiwan, big shot. Can't get it to fall. Doria. Step back. Too strong. 2 opportunities for the Generals. Long-range bombs, but they were unable to get them to detonate. Oh! Right in between the fingers of Jeric Pido. Sweaty hands. The pressure is on. Kapit, mga kapuso. We are going down to the wire. Taiwan, binigay dito kay Robin. Robin for 3. Wala pa rin. Tapi ka ng bola. Mapupunta kay Pido. Pido, tumatakbo. Bonifacio, umatras sa depensa. Warren Bonifacio gives the lead to Mapua. Big boy move para kay Warren Bonifacio. Taiwan, floater. Does not work. Bola nasa Mapua. Lakap on the run. Lakap with a spin. Breaks free. Too strong. But he was able to draw a foul.
And Brian Lakap coming up big off the bench. Providing a lot of toughness. I said this. He is an enforcer and a perimeter scorer. Yan talaga yan ang laro ni Brian Lakap. Kaya yung mga banggaan, yung mga buli-buli basketball, takbuhan ng takbuhan, bagay na bagay siya dyan.
I mentioned the 5 holdovers mula sa panig ng EAC, the 6 holdovers mula sa panig ng Mapua. But because we are living in unprecedented times, in an unusual situation, everybody is a rookie all over again. Crucial free throw para kay Carl Brian Lakap. NEAC will have to call for time. As all of a sudden, the Cardinals, behind the fast break basket of Bonifacio and the free throws of Lakap, are on top by 4 late in the 4th.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses.
For majority of the game were the Mapua Cardinals of Coach Randy Alcantara. But this is a situation that he's already been in before, and he has guided his squad through the stormy seas to come back and emerge on top. But this one's not over yet because Coach Oliver Bunyi and his EAC Generals have an opportunity to reclaim the lead and the game with a minute and 8 seconds left.
Sorry, Anton, interesting stat right here. 13 points for EAC in the fourth quarter. Carl Brian Lakap, 12 points all in the fourth quarter.
Picking up from where Nokom left off. Nokom with 20 in the first
scoreless in
first
the last
half.
3 minutes itong EAC.
Uy, muntik na yun. Doria almost turning the ball over. Taiwan speeds to the basket.
Alat ng endgame ng EAC. Can't buy a bucket.
And Lakap wisely slowing down the game. Look at how he's controlling. He's controlling the situation right now, milking the clock, driving to the basket, and a drop pass to Warren Bonifacio. That is a winning basketball play.
Right there, nakita natin Carl Brian Lakap, Paulo Hernandez on the bench, getting the opportunity to engage the offense, being the point of attack, attacking, attracting the help side defender, and dropping it down for that deuce.
We'll be back for the conclusion of this contest.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves.
Yes, Mapua Cardinals, naaamoy na ang unang panalo dito sa Season 97 ng NCAA. They were trailing for majority of this contest. Paulo Hernandez started to cramp up. Nokom could not do what he was doing in the first half. Scoreless in the second half, but picking up the slack. Warren Bonifacio, the team captain, and of course, grabe yung pinakita ng kanilang point guard na si Carl Brian Lakap.
19-4 run in the last 6 minutes and 3 minutes and change. Wala pa. Scoreless. Turnover pa dito ang EAC. Alat ang alat ng kanilang endgame.
And credit that turnover to Lakap. He forced it. He forced Taiwan to slip and slide and lose control of the basketball. That's the thing about every new season in the NCAA. A door opens for a player to put his name on the map and be recognized as one of the stars of collegiate basketball.
And Antona, one good thing that the pandemic brought to the players is an opportunity to improve on their own, hone their craft, be better, be in better shape, dedicate their time to recalibrate their body, and then put those things into the system that they're playing in, be it in the pros, be it in, especially in college. And yung mga players na pumunta sa coaches na familiar kung paano sila gamitin are given the platform to perform.
Well said. 35.9 seconds remaining here in the fourth, and Coach Randy Alcantara wants to make sure that they secure this win. He calls a timeout. We are still here inside the St. Benil Gym in LaSalle Green Hills. We have had such a wonderful weekend, opening weekend. First NCAA live collegiate basketball games in over 2 years. Over 2 years. My goodness, it is great to be back, my friend.
30 months. Kita mo, hindi ko pa napindot yung button ko. 30 months waiting. And the players didn't disappoint. No, they are prepared. The teams are prepared despite the I need to stress it because I'm a conditioning coach by heart and by profession. So I need to really mention this. A condensed schedule is not a timetable that most coaches want, but it is what it is. They need to perform at this level in the NCAA, and boy, they don't disappoint.
They have not disappointed. They have not disappointed us.
Not even a bit.
Close games, games that went down to the wire. Kanina, it came down to the final shot. Arellano University escaping with a 65-63 victory against San Sebastian College Recoletos. And now Mapua looking to complete this steal of a win, a come from behind victory kontra sa EAC Generals. Bola napunta sa kapitan ng Mapuans na si Warren Bonifacio. Lakap again, an intelligent pass, finding the open man. Parang quarterback na nakahanap ng wide receiver.
Exactly. Yun ang mga gusto.
Under pressure, under duress, Lakap finding Pido. At na-foul pa si Lakap right before that. So napasama pa. Instead of, the ball going to Pido, na-foul pa in Lakap with a chance to add to his point total.
And Antona, this has been a question for most teams in any collegiate league, in any pro league. Who would be your closer? Who would bring that win home, baby? And for today, it's Carl Brian Lakap, producing at a very high level in the fourth quarter. And a lot of those points, crucial points. And markado na rin ito, nanalo ito ng kampiyonato in the juniors. Hindi na pag-ito to sa pressure situations.
Gurtiza. And King Gurtiza knocks down a triple, adding to his career high. Gurtiza now with 21 points. And look, again. In football, in American football, what do you call that?
That's a Hail Mary right there. That's a Hail Mary. Nice and easy to lob it up and hope somebody gets a catch and a touch on that ball.
Well, this is basketball, even though it looked like an American football situation.
Dinadala mo sa sweet spot ko eh.
Hindi, nakita mo naman. Parang quarterback talaga eh.
Windmill yung pass. Saktong-sakto eh. Nagka-joust pa sa area.
That's like Tom Brady to Mike Evans right there.
Oh, I like that reference.
But we are so impressed by the composure nitong si Brian Lakap. 2 guys on him. May isa pang nakaabang, trapping him in the corner, finding a way to release that basketball to a wide open teammate as they try to secure this victory. This team was trailing for majority of this contest. Eto, balikan natin ha. Look at this. Pido, ooh. Yun lang. Above the shoulder.
Automatic.
As Taiwan was going for a foul. Frustration boiling over kasi nga lamang for majority of this game itong EAC Generals.
Automatic yan, Anton. Unscore. It's either 1 or 2 lang. You can't foul a guy above the shoulder. Parang unwritten rule yan eh. Never foul a guy above the shoulder and below the waist.
Marwin Taiwan, 5 assists and 13 points dito sa laban na to in 26 minutes of play. But that was his 4th foul, an unsportsmanlike foul. Mapua, I stressed it earlier, they started season 95 stumbling out the gates, 0-5 record, losing heartbreaker after heartbreaker. Earlier in this game, it looked like they were going to get their hearts broken again because the Generals were in front for majority of this contest, but a late run anchored by the captain, Warren Bonifacio.
And speaking of Warren Bonifacio, 7 points, 14 boards, 6 assists.
14 boards. That's huge.
No.
Solid performance for Warren Bonifacio as he will hold on to the basketball to secure the first victory of the season for the Mapua Cardinals. Coach Randy Alcantara, 2-time NCAA Juniors basketball champion with the Malayan Red Robins, 2-time champion as a player for the Mapua Cardinals, and winning coach in today's opening weekend game. Their matchup against the EAC Generals, who showed toughness today. We'll give him that. We'll give him that.
Gotta give credit where credit is due. A lot of missed point-blank shots from both teams, but in the end, Mapua found a way to take care of business and get this W.
Warren Bonifacio, that sealed the deal for the Mapuans.
And he's used to having that basketball on his hand. And he can create on pressure-packed situations.
So congratulations to all the Mapuans who were tuned in. Again, the NCAA is back, guys. And dalawa lang yung araw natin in a week na magpapahinga tayo. Monday and Thursday tayo magpapahinga. Pero Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are on every single day on GTV.
At bakbakan ang bawat laro. If the past 2 days would be at the standard that the NCAA would be operating this year, asahan nyo na dapat para mga teleserye natin sa 7, tutukan ninyo ang NCAA.
Mga kapuso teleserye natin eh. Once masimulan mo, wala na.
Ako kasi TGIS saka Anak Renina pa yung pinanonood ko noon. Okay? Yun pa yung mga panahon natin. Okay? Kaya yun pa rin yung binabalik-balikan ko eh.
Yung Endless Love nga, nahook ako dun eh. Tama.
Automatic yan sa'yo. Ikaw pa. Basta may love na attached sa title. Hooked yung Anton Rojas.
Hey, shout out also to the Emilians, the EAC community. Their squad showed toughness today. I mean, na-injure si CJ Cadwa, but, you know, he gutted it out.
JP
Maguliano, though, he sprained his ankle. So, we wish him a speedy recovery as they salute to the Emilians, the EAC community, as we wrap up opening weekend dito sa NCAA. Your takeaways, Coach Hammer, from what has been an eventful opening weekend. First opening weekend in the NCAA after more than 2 years.
I love the competition. I love the physicality. I love the officiating. You gotta commend the officiating crew of Coach Bay Cristobal. They are on top of things. Nothing went out of hand. Every call is pinpoint. And the teams are ready. Raring to go.
Former coach Ariel Sison, an actual dean in the Emilio Aguinaldo College, standing alongside his players and his students because, again, these are student athletes.
Dean ng IT, no? Si Coach Ariel, if I'm not mistaken. C++, no?
Also, guys, in between games, because every game day, meron tayong 2 games per game day. Again, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The first game starts at 12 noon, second game at 3 p.m. In between that, we have a game on mini show where we will be interviewing various personalities, be it NCAA student athletes, maybe from other sports, kapuso, celebrities who will be performing in between games. So, kompletos recados tayo dito sa ating NCAA as we welcome the return of live collegiate basketball games. Again, the Mapua Cardinals emerging victoriously against the EAC Generals 73-67.
Great game for the
congratulations sa panalo. Unang panalo ng Mapua Cardinals. Unang tanong ko sa'yo, kamusta ang unang laro sa labas ng bubble?
Siyempre, sa una, lalo na first game namin, medyo ang dami pang adjustment, ang daming corrections. Mahirap talaga kasi kapaan eh. First game ng after 2 years, first game namin ulit naglaro. Kaya medyo may mga error pero andun naman kami, hindi kami sumuko.
Nakita nga namin yon at sinasabi nga na importante ang unang panalo dito sa season 97. Nasabi nyo nga kanina sa huddle na kailangan natin to. So gaano pa kaimportante itong unang laro para sa Mapua Cardinals?
Sobrang importante nito. Sabi ko nga sa buong team 2 years tayong nagantay after nitong pandemic. Ngayon may laro na tayo, game 1. Sobrang importante kasi ito yung magbibigay sa atin ng momentum all throughout the league, kaya dapat manalo tayo. Buti nanalo.
At sa tulong mo na set ng tone ng Mapua Cardinals ngayong season 97, ang tanong ko sa iyo, sa 2 years na yon, ano ang naging preparations mo para maging handa para sa araw na to?
Mostly individual kasi magkakaiwalay kami, di ba? May workout kami, team workout sa Zoom, via Zoom. Tapos, syempre, kung extra na lang para hindi ka talaga mawala sa condition. Ayun yung preparation namin.
Sabi nga dito sa Mapua na ay nasabi kanina ng ating mga analysts and anchors na nakita nila ang composure mo habang naglalaro kahit na medyo pressure kasi nakalamang ang EAC Generals. Paano mo na-maintain ang composure na yon?
Sa totoo lang, first to third quarter, medyo off yung game ko Nagpapasalamat lang ako sa teammates ko and sa coaches na walang sawang pag-motivate sa amin kahit na medyo nadadown. Sila talaga yung parang naging way para makabalik ako sa game. And dahil din sa kanila, kaya gawa namin yung panalo. Sa pagtutulungan namin, hindi lang ako.
Salamat talaga, Carl Lakap, ang ating best player of the game. Mga ka-NCAA, huwag po kayong aalis. Magbabalik ang NCAA.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Gutang. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bonifacio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Bonnie lang yung tawag sa akin, Bonnie. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung...
Mga ka-NCAA, nagbabalik po tayo at kasama ko po ngayon si Adrian Clarence Nocom, isang revelation. Nagkaroon siya ng career high ngayong game. Adrian, matatanong ko lang sa'yo, anong tumatakbo sa isip mo nung first and second quarter kasi sumabog ka doon?
Sa akin, hindi ko na inisip yung kung ano yung gagawin ko sa court. Sinabi sa amin ni Coach na gawin lang namin yung role namin sa game, tapos umpisahan namin sa depensa, yung points darating yun sa amin.
Yun nga, at nung fourth quarter, bago ka pumasok, sinabi mo, kailangan namin ang panalo na to. Pero bigla kang nilabas dahil namulikat ka. Ano yung tumakbo sa isip mo nung ikaw ang main playmaker, tapos biglang pinalabas ka dahil sa pulikat?
Sa akin, hindi ko na inisip yun kasi naniniwala naman ako sa mga teammate ko na kaya nila yun eh. Kaya kahit sino ipasok ni Coach, magagawa nila ng paraan yun.
Yeah, ika nga ng mga teammates mo, nagkakaamuyan kayo. Kaya ngayon, first game after just playing with each other in the bubble, nakalaban nyo ang EAC Generals. Kamusta ang first game nyo?
Ayun, masaya kasi kami napili ni Lord na manalo. Nagbunga naman yung mga paghihirap namin sa bubble training, sa may isang buwan na pag-iensayo. Yun.
Yun, sa pinakita mo ngayong araw, marami ng mata ang nakatingin kay Adrian Clarence Nocom. So ano ang aabangan ng mga ka-NCAA sa'yo?
Sa amin, next game, dodoblin namin yung effort namin sa depensa. Mas gagalingan pa namin, i-execute namin yung mga play.
Okay, maraming salamat, Adrian. Meron ka bang babatiin ngayong araw?
Siyempre, una, binabati ko yung mga fans namin sa Mapua. Una, yung family ko, yung asawa ko, si Sheng, yung anak ko, si Sky, yun, pati yung family ko, mama at papa ko, yung mga kaibigan ko, tsaka yung mga teammate ko, yan, kasama ko si Coach, yan. Yun.
Congratulations sa'yo, Adrian. And ngayon, magbabalik po tayo mga ka-NCAA, kaya huwag po kayong aalis.
Pagising, pagmulat, pagiging bukas sa mga bagay na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kaba. Breathing, healing, rising, getting all your senses ablaze.
It's the second year of the NCAA GMA partnership, so that means our coverage team is also expanding. This season, we'll be introducing 13 fresh faces that are going to be reporting from the sidelines of the coming games. Today, we'll get to know 3 of them. Kasama natin ngayon sa chat box sila Sofia Rodelas, Bailey's Acon, at Chantal Laudet.
Yay! Hello, guys. Hello.
Thank you so much.
And how do you feel that you are finally a courtside reporter here in the NCAA? Okay, let's start with Sophia.
You know, when they text me, na pasok pala ako, it was actually during my birthday.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I told them. It was actually my birthday that you guys messaged me, so thank you so much. It was like a birthday gift to me.
What a gift!
Yeah.
What a gift. Congratulations. Oh.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hindi pala nila alam.
Hindi pala shinare sa mga batch nila.
Bailey's.
For me, it's been breathtaking. The experience, all of it. It's overwhelming being here, being in front of you guys, and most importantly, thankful that we got this opportunity. I can speak for all of us, and so that's thankful. Thank you.
And Chantal?
Ako naman, it still feels so surreal. Because ever since entering college, I really told myself and my parents, I'm gonna be a CSR. I want it. It feels like I manifested it. Funny story, same as Sophia. The day when I was texted, the morning of that day, I was just scrolling through TikTok and I was like,
You know the videos when
You
they
weren't
say...
taking a TikTok naman.
No,
Okay.
You know those TikToks
Already.
when they say,
Okay.
use the sound and your wish will come true.
Got that too.
Right? But I said, nah, this doesn't work. I'm just gonna pray. I scroll past down. But then, that was the day also when I got the text and I was so shocked. But at the same time, it felt so fulfilling na, wow, it might be the start of the journey that I was waiting for ever since.
For sure. From that point of getting accepted to now, sobrang dami nang nangyari. Diba? You know, photo shoots.
Yes.
All the glam, diba? And the camera's pointed on you. So, how's the experience so far? You know, we're not even in the games yet. We're just preparing for the seasons. How is it so far?
Okay, everything is happening so fast, but it's so fulfilling and I'm super grateful at the same time. And all the photo shoots and all the promos and all of that, I'm just really so happy to be here at this point.
Mahirap ginagawa nyo, and with that, we're learning as courtside reporters from the span of us getting in and up to now and to the coming season when it starts. Kami ay natututo tsaka mas excited mas parating siya lang papalapit.
Sige, si Shandal naman.
Ako naman until now, it feels so exciting. Because, you know, we were stuck in quarantine for so long.
That's right.
So you're just talking to your friends through Zoom, Messenger, but now I'm meeting and working with so much people. And it's super exciting. It just keeps getting better and better. And I know that all of us will be even more excited as we go along our journey.
Tsaka, sobrang privileged tayong lahat kasi syempre, nabibigyan tayo ng ganitong opportunity. Kahit limited na yung given opportunities ngayong pandemic. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Pero Chantal, I heard you're also from an NCAA school.
Yes,
That's right. That's correct. So how does it feel to, be a CSR for, your home league?
Okay, so with the top I'm wearing, can you guess which school I came from?
Definitely.
Mga kapuso, we are here with NCAA royalty, back-to-back champion, member as a player for Mapua, nanalo din ng 2 kampyonato as the head coach of the Mapua junior squad, and now the current head coach who won today on opening weekend, Coach Randy Alcantara. Coach Randy, comeback win, at alam natin dahil sa nangyari nung season 95, importante na nakuha nyo yung panalo kontra sa EAC ngayong araw.
Yes, yun nga, importante talaga yung game ngayon nakuha namin. Siyempre, single round lang eh. Saka, yun, para mag-boost na rin yung confidence ng mga players. Pero, yun nga, talagang hirap na hirap. Buti lang kami yung napili para manalo.
Kung gaano kadiin maglaro si Coach Randy nung naglalaro pa siya, gano'n siya ka-soft-spoken. Lagi ko i-reiterate yan for all my interviews, Coach. Laging gano'n yung nasasabi sa inyo. But Coach, take us back behind the scenes dahil karamihan ng mga players ninyo nanalo ng kampyonato with you in the juniors. Carl Brian Lacap, balik loob sa Mapua University, galing sa Red Robins. Coach, kamusta yung naging bubble dahil nag-integrate ulit at nakasama nyo na rin itong mga players na to ng matagal-tagal?
Ayun nga, tuwa naman ako at nag-response naman sila at yung mga sakripisyo na sa training ginawa namin, nagbunga naman ngayon. Yun nga, madali naman silang nakaka-catch up dun sa mga gusto namin pagawa ng coaches. Plus syempre, karamihan dyan, sabi mo nga, galing ng Red Robins, kilala na kami, plus kilala na rin namin sila. Kaya alam na namin kung paano namin sila gamitin sa game.
Coach Randy, gusto ko magtanong tungkol sa isa sa mga huling plays. Para sa akin, ito yung crucial Yung nagdi-dribble si Brian Lacap, top of the key, nag-drive. Sinabi ni Brian kanina, naititira na daw niya dapat, pero nakita niya yung kapitan, si Warren Bonifacio, binaba niya yung bola, nakashoot si Warren. 6-point lead for Mapua. Ano yung masasabi niyo dun sa crucial play na yun?
Makikita mo na sa mga player na yun, yung character, saka yung talagang yung tiwala nila sa isa't isa. Siyempre, talagang juniors pa lang nga, magkakaamuyan na yan, magkakasama na yan So, yung tiwala, yun ang unang inano ko dun sa bubble training namin Magtiwala lang kayo dun sa mga teammates nyo, saka hindi kayo papabayaan yan. At yung mga gusto nyong gawin, mag one-on-one, siguraduhin nyo lang na paninindigan mo. At kung mayroon ng mas libre, siyempre, ibigay mo na. Yun lang naman yun Kasi katulad ng ginawa ni Lacap, siyempre, alam naman natin kung pinanindigan niya, yun, lumabas yung laro niya.
Binibiro ko nga kanina, Coach, mahihain yan. Mahihain pumasa nung nasa high school. Pero ngayon, ang ganda nung drive and dish niya. Coach, sinabi niyo nga, paninindigan, naging makunat, matatapang at matitigas na itong mga manlalaro ninyo. Nasabak niyo rin nga sa mga professional leagues nung off-season at nagre-respond sila. Coach, moving forward, ano ang mga i-expect namin sa Mapua Cardinals?
Same pa rin, yung ginagawa, yung pinakita ngayon, plus nga yung intensity, yung defense. As number one nga, syempre, yung magkaroon kami ng connection dun sa loob ng court. So, syempre, yung mga rookies, sana ma-involve namin para yung rotation mas bumaba pa dumali.
Coach Randy, dahil nasa opening weekend tayo ng NCAA Season 97 at maraming nanonood sa atin, hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo, oras mo na para batiin ang lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa Mapua Cardinals this Season 97.
Thank you. Una-una, pasalamat ako sa Diyos na bibigay kami panalo ngayon. Plus, sinaalay namin itong panalo to para kay Sir Amang Lopez. Sir, para po sa inyo to. At sa mga sumusuporta sa amin, naniniwala sa amin, maraming salamat. At patuloy nyo kapag subaybayan at panoorin at pagdasal sa mga susunod naming games. At binabati ko yung anak ko magbe-birthday sa April 1.
Yun.
Happy birthday, Bryce. I love you.
Yan. At saka Anton, si Amang, matagal ng parte ng Mapua community yan. Player pa si Coach Randy, mga nauna pang batches, and a big part of the NCAA family. So, always part of the family. We lost a lot of people that we love, but of course, the NCAA, big family, and we have each other's back.
Coach Randy, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season. Champion player and champion coach, NCAA royalty, Coach Randy Alcantara, head coach ng Mapua Cardinals. Inyo pong napapanood ang aming coverage ng NCAA Season 97 dito lamang po sa GTV, keeping it good.
Thank you, Coach.
And of course, the fun will continue on Tuesday. Maghaharap ang JRU Heavy Bombers at ang Perpetual Altas. Ito yung mga kupunan na... Ito yung kupunan mo yung JRU
dark horse. That's my dark horse.
You said that this team was gonna win the championship.
I got a lot of flack. A lot of my friends are asking me, why JRU? You have to watch this first game. You have to watch this first game. And alam nyo kasi, ito bawal insider trading eh. Yun yung hindi natin pwede ilabas. But we know the players, we know the coaches, and we've seen them prepare before these guys got inside the beautiful court of St. Benil Gym. So, I don't want to speak too much. They need to justify themselves. I can't protect them. I-expose natin ngayon kung contender ba talaga ang JRU Heavy Bombers.
And of course, the teams that want to bounce back, ang LPU at CSB. Losers on opening day, they will have an opportunity to redeem themselves on Tuesday. So that's it for us here inside the St. Benil Gym in LaSalle Green Hills for opening weekend of what has been a very exciting and intense NCAA Season 97 so far. For Chloe Carillo, Chase Orozco, Coach Martin, Antonio, aka Coach Hammer, and everybody from GMA and GMA Synergy, I'm Anton Roa saying college basketball is back, baby. And we'll see you all again this coming week for more exciting games, more exciting college basketball action from the future stars of Philippine basketball here in Season 97 of the NCAA Stronger Together. Buo ang puso.